Welcome to the Weekly Sweep. I'm Auburn Cottle, and on panel this week we have Jayla, Morgan, and Charlesy. This is our last panel of the year. My last panel ever. Very, very sad, so let's make it good. Morgan, what do you have this week?
Well, I figured, it's the last week, why not do something I never do and just make it all about myself. I'm here to talk about my YouTube channel. I recently started one about a month ago, and I discuss everything from music to fashion to college life. And, if you want to keep up with me over the summer, feel free to check that out. I am always looking for ideas because I run out of stuff all the time. Please let me know what you want to see, what you want to hear about. I will be more than willing to give you what you want, girl, okay?
And I can attest to it. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of videos. They're good.
And follow her on Instagram, because that's how I found about your YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So it's really awesome.
This girl in my Spanish class, I walked in yesterday, and she was like, Morgan! And, of course, I look like a bum, so I'm like, what? And she was like, I did not know you made YouTube videos. And I was like, oh, yeah, I do. Thanks. So, yeah.
You're going to be famous one day. Don't worry.
Well, Jayla, you look very bright and yellow today. Does that have anything to do with your topic?
It does. Okay, I totally, Beyoncé works in mysterious ways. So I just happened to wear yellow today while talking about Lemonade. And Lemonade is the album she dropped, We just thought we were getting a single. We got a whole album and we got a short film. And literally she, how Prince passed away? So he was number 1, 2, and 3 on iTunes. Not anymore. Beyonce took over, and she surpassed Adele by being the number 1 female on iTunes. But Beyonce can do no wrong in my eyes at this moment. She probably could slip up every now and then, but right now the film for it was absolutely amazing. I have HBO Go thanks to Auburn, and and I watched it and I was like, oh my! I literally stopped writing a paper to watch it again, and I was like, this is amazing. And then, of course, with Beyonce, there's controversy. Yeah. And so the album's basically about how she found out that Jay-Z cheated on her and how she dealt with it and how she thought about leaving him. But she was like, no, I'm going to stay and fix it, and how they, reconciled and everything. And now there's who did he cheat on her with? Because she says, you cheat on me with Becky with the good hair. That's a term for white girl. Mm-hmm. And so we're everyone's Rachel Roy. And then we're who's Rachel Roy? And she's a designer. And next thing you know, people are making a typo. They're Rachel Ray. And it's no, she's a cooking person. And it's what are you doing?
First of all, people were ruining Rachel Roy's Instagram. But then people actually went to Rachel Ray's Instagram and were all in her comments the Beehive was going ham. We're coming to get you. It's over with.
I just want to make creme brulee.
Exactly. It was I'm just trying to cook my 30-minute meals. What are you guys doing?
But fun fact, Rachel Roy was married to Dame Dash, who was Jay-Z's business partner. And apparently that was how Jay-Z and her supposedly met.
And
I don't know.
And isn't she the reason for the whole fight in the elevator?
Yeah, because she was at that party.
You guys, it's we're connected.
And when she said the Becky with the good hair thing, Rachel Roy posted an Instagram picture, and the caption was, "Good hair, don't care, nothing." Basically, promoting positive. Girl, we know what you're doing. Yeah. We know, don't claim that.
Now all of a sudden she's no, it's not me. And then now today, Rita Ora has popped up in the conversation. But in my opinion, her song 6 Inch, I don't know why I can't say that, is about a prostitute. So I was I thought he paid for a hooker and cheated on her with that. And I was what is going on? But yeah, Beyonce is taking over the world, you guys. So.
Well, speaking of new things debuting in the world.
New things and favorite celebrities. Kevin Jonas is expecting baby number 2. Now, he has a daughter, I want to say is 3 years old, I think. 3, maybe 4. She's adorable. She's just such a cutie. But he posted this adorable Instagram photo a day or 2 ago of he and his wife sitting in bed. He's sitting on one side reading the book, What to Expect When You're Expecting, and then she's on the other end just surrounded by junk food. And they're guess what? We're expecting baby number 2.
That's so cute.
Isn't that adorable? And I'm happy for them because, Jonas Fever forever.
Jonas Fever, okay. That's so cute.
Well, speaking of Jonas Fever, Prince Fever is still in the air. R.I.P. I love Prince, and I was heartbroken when he passed away, seriously. But anyway, there's all this controversy going on. That he did not have a will, and now all of his siblings are fighting over his money now.
It's like
of course.
55 million, right?
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a lot of money.
And apparently there's, they did the autopsy, but they're not releasing why he officially died. But there's controversy that there was, what is it?
Yeah, he overdosed on opiates,
yeah.
Apparently he went to the hospital and they had to give him a safe shot.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to stay. If he had stayed, he probably would have had a better chance of living. But they didn't have a private room for him to stay in. And him and his people said, well, if you don't have a private room, then we're leaving the hospital. They were only there for about 3 hours, left the hospital, and, you know, a couple days later, if not like the next day, he was dead.
That's sad.
Well,
How do you not have a will? Like, I feel like if everyone should have a will, but like a celebrity that big, you need to know where your money's going after you
that's
pass.
interesting.
He probably just wasn't. I
He
don't want to say he
doesn't have
wasn't thinking
children,
about it,
so-
but like when you don't have children, you don't have a wife, you're probably just thinking, oh, I have a lot more life left to live. You don't even, and then didn't you say he had money troubles? That's probably another reason why he just wasn't even thinking like, oh yeah, sure, let's go ahead and write a will.
You know, he will be forever in my heart. Purple rain forever.
I
'cause
grew up on his music.
Purple is my favorite color. You know.
I'm pretty, your nails are purple today.
Beyonce
You're here
and
for Prince and Beyonce.
Oh my goodness.
All right, well, if you need a break from studying for finals, we have a preview of what's in theaters this week. Here's Joey and Jake with Real Talk.
Hey guys, welcome to Real Talk. I'm Joey Abate, and we got Jake Phillips. This week we went to go see Criminal.
Yeah.
It was okay.
It was all right, pretty average.
Yeah, pretty average. Sorry if I'm a little out of it. I'm like half asleep right now. So,
That's what happens when you start watching those Kubrick films, man.
oh man, let's not get started on that. Let's keep it rolling. And
Yeah.
if you guys don't know what Criminal is, because not many people do, they didn't do a good job with the marketing. So here's a trailer I made. Please enjoy.
You know who I am? My head. Your name is Bill Pope. You're an intelligence officer to the CIA. What did you do to me? Hey, look at me. Pay attention. Jan Stroop, Dutch program. He needed protection. Remember? You got him to the safe house. Where did you put him? He can fire missiles anytime, anywhere. Where did you put him? That is all we need to know. I need you to remember. I don't remember nothing.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
yeah. Pretty intense movie.
Yeah.
Let's get started with the actors.
All right. Pretty big cast.
Yeah.
For a rather low budget film.
It was 30 million.
Yeah. We got Ryan Reynolds
Who
played.
was in it for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know how much he got paid for the 5 minutes he was in there. Kevin Costner, he's the main character.
Yeah.
He did a good job, I think. Really good
Yeah.
job. He played the psychopath role sort of well.
I was watching a bunch of reviews and people were saying like, "Oh, I couldn't relate to the character," and I'm like, "Well, do you know what a psychopath is? They don't.
You're
have
not supposed to
emotions, you know,
relate
like-
to them.
Exactly.
Like they're so out there that you're not supposed to relate
Yeah,
to
exactly. So I think he did a good job. I was cracking up because I think it's funny.
them. He is funny.
He's funny. He just doesn't care. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He punches a
He
guy
doesn't
in the
get it.
face after what did he? He took like a coffee or something from
Yeah,
him.
something.
It was awesome.
Yeah, and then so Kevin Costner, Gal Gadot's in there, or Gal Gadot.
Gadot, come on, bro.
Okay, sorry. Gary Oldman, Tommy Lee Jones, big cast.
Big cast.
Small budget. They did a lot of stunts and everything.
Yeah.
I'm actually sort of surprised they pulled it off. But the CGI towards the end of the movie gets a little crappy. It makes it a little more obvious that.
Yeah. Can we just talk for a second about how Tommy Lee Jones and Ryan Reynolds are like barely in this movie? You could have gotten anyone.
Yeah.
For a lot less.
Any
Like
old guy and any good-looking guy could have been in there.
The doctor could have just been some random guy. He didn't have
Yeah.
to be
He
young.
could have been any ethnicity.
Yeah.
Any.
Why Tommy Lee Jones?
Any nationalism.
Why?
Any of them.
Stupid.
I don't know.
Stupid.
Yeah, it seemed worth. But I guess they wanted people to get to the theaters.
Yeah,
Tommy Lee
but the
Jones,
money
Ryan
they
Reynolds.
spent for Ryan Reynolds, they could have actually
could've-
had that one scene where it's like it goes like completely CGI and made
That's
it look
true.
realistic.
No,
but,
that's a good point.
You know, I'm not making the movie, so whatever.
Yeah. Director Ariel Vraaman. I haven't really heard of him.
No idea.
So.
Him? Her? Ariel?
Yeah, that's a good point. I have no idea.
Does he live under the sea?
But I think it was good. They did a lot of first-person stuff, which is funny because we just watched Hardcore Henry, and I think this is a much better way to do first-person stuff, where you probably have 5 minutes the whole movie where it's first-person.
Wish I still had my hat.
No, I think we should probably burn that hat.
another thing that really bothered me about this film, they could have taken 2 minutes, 5 minutes, just in the beginning, to sort of elaborate on Ryan Reynolds and Gal Gadot's characters.
It could have been way more emotional.
They talk on the phone for like 2 seconds, and she's like, "When are you coming home?" And he says, "Oh, what are you wearing?" And she's like, "Lingerie, as usual." And he goes, "Ha ha ha."
Yeah,
Ding.
pretty soon.
And then he's dead.
Yeah, and then he died. And then you see her shed like what, 1 tear?
Yeah.
1 tear, I think, is shed when she just lost this really good-looking guy. That probably there would have been a lot more tears shed.
Sounded like a jerk. He only cared about was what she was wearing. Didn't even care about the kid.
That's true.
But why her? I don't get it. That must have cost a lot of money.
That must have cost a lot of money. I don't know. She's getting bigger. Maybe she wanted another
does she
role.
now?
I think not fatter. I think she's getting bigger, as in progressing in her acting career.
Well, she didn't really impress me in this, and I still have to wait to see the Wonder Woman movie because she wasn't really good in Batman vs Superman. She had, like, 3
we'll
lines.
see. I'm kind of up in the air about her.
Yeah.
I think she's just sometimes just a good-looking girl and doesn't really provide that much to movies.
Yeah. No.
Anyways, so you want to just go ahead and get to the ratings? Or is there anything else you want to talk about? I think you're good.
Yeah, it was good. I saw a
It's
good
an average
time,
movie.
You know,
Yeah.
You know.
All right. Entertaining. What do you give it?
It was entertaining. I'll give it like a 7, 8, 7.
I think 7's fair.
7.
7's definitely fair. It was entertaining, but also sometimes you feel like it's kind of been done before.
Yeah, like there was that Ben Kingsley movie with Ryan Reynolds. I never saw
That
it.
is about switching bodies and stuff, so it's pretty much the same.
I literally walked into the theater and was like, didn't they make this already?
Yeah. All right. Logical.
I mean, I guess it makes sense, but you said before that they barely elaborated on the whole
They're
technology.
like the science behind it. They're like, yeah, we can do it. When they don't really explain how it happened, or they say some fancy science words for like 30 seconds, and you're like, well, that still doesn't make sense.
It's a plasma
No,
quark is how
yeah.
it's working. Like, what?
And you're like, how is he actually going to react? How are these memories actually coming to him? So logic is another pretty average 7.
Yeah.
And cinematography,
It was decent. I mean,
some
there
cool
was,
stunts in there.
Yeah, there
Big
was-
car explosion.
there were some scenes where we were like in the theater saying like, wow, that was really good.
That was really cool.
And there was
But
a nice shot.
when it comes down to it, there was nothing really special about it.
No.
Nothing special about the cinematography.
And another thing is I think since we saw it and another friend saw it together with no one else in the theater, that's how bad it's doing, people.
Yeah. We
We-
could like talk it out.
Yeah, like when there was a plot hole, we were like,
Yeah.
we could talk it out. And
Yeah.
I feel like if I saw it by myself, I would have had a completely different experience.
Yeah.
I still enjoyed it.
I'd recommend it. I'd go see it. Afternoon movie, I'd go see it. 7s across the board.
Yeah, I wouldn't go see it again though.
No way.
No. Well, that's all we got for you this week.
Yep.
I'm Joey,
I'm Jake.
and thank you. This has been Real Talk.
Well, that's all we have for today's sweeps and for the rest of the entire year. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you stay tuned for a second look at this summer's hottest fashion trends. For the latest in entertainment news, be sure to follow us on Twitter at Eagle Eye TV or click on the entertainment tab of eagleeyetv.com. For the last time, have a great day and War Eagle.
War Eagle.
I hope that you've been able to learn a strong work ethic surrounded by character, integrity, perseverance, so that when your 1 second comes, you'll be prepared for it.
Chris Davis.
45, there goes Davis!
Your 1 second, our 1 second is now. And our lives have been guided by the principles of one of the greatest academic institutions in the country, Auburn University.
Hey y'all, welcome back. Today I'm going to tell you about some current fashion trends that I've noticed around campus and online. Now, I don't know about you, but if you have an Instagram, I'm sure your friends do, and I know you noticed the neutral color trend, and what better way to bring that in other than camo? As a Southern girl, I love camo. I know you love camo. Get with it. Another thing that's in this season, definitely going to be coming around for the latter end of spring and summer, 60s, 70s inspo with these wonderful boots. I love them. You can get them at Ego Official. Also, of course, for summer, two-piece outfits are back in, but this year we're going to do them with bold prints, of course, florals, and just lots of color. You can find this floral outfit and that other two-piece at Behind the Glass, as well as those sunglasses. And while we're on the subject of sunglasses, if you haven't heard of Key Australia, you need to get hip. They are the hottest new thing since Ray-Bans, and they're more affordable. I think the cheapest pair you can get is probably around $40 or $50. and come in all different sorts of styles, and they're great. You can also find those at Behind the Glass. If you try out this look, be sure to let us know on Twitter or Instagram at Eagle Eye TV. Thanks for watching. War Eagle!